Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel, and today we're going to talk about the alt-left, and if you are alt-left or something else in between or something else altogether. So if you've been around on YouTube or just around period, you probably heard the word alt-left floating around the general area, and I guess it was birthed from the alt-right, and there was a lot of muddled definitions of what the alt-right was. At first, the alt-right was supposed to be just a different version of a Republican, but a more cool, trendier version of a Republican, I guess. A lot of young, modern hipsters or whatever was gonna consider themselves alt-right, but now with recent events, especially the events that happened in Charlottesville, most people see the alt-right as just white nationalists, white purists, the KKK, just white racist bigots who want this white land all to themselves or whatever, or this land all to themselves. And so that's pretty much what people think alt-right is, just a bunch of Nazis. So what is an alt-left? So we're going to go over a few things. Say if you believe in this, you're probably alt-left. If you believe in this, you're probably just a classical liberal or a libertarian or even a centrist. So let's get started. If you have strong ties to identity politics, if you believe that people should be judged based on the color of their skins or their gender, sex, or what's between their legs, then you're probably alt-left or even alt-right. If you believe people should be judged by the contents of their character, you're probably just a classical liberal, or a centrist, or a libertarian, or just a plain old Republican. If you believe that you're one of the athletes in this oppression Olympics, if you're waiting in line to get your perpetual victim card stamped, if you believe people should pay reparations, then you're probably alt-left. Then you're probably an alt-left. If you believe that people should conform to your way of living, to your way of thinking, to your way of being, then you're probably alt-left or alt-right. If you believe that live and let fucking live as long as you're not hurting anybody, I don't care what the fuck you do, I don't care what the fuck you say, and I don't care what the fuck you are, then you're probably a classical liberal or a libertarian, or maybe just a plain old Republican. If you believe we should all praise Antifa as war heroes, then you're probably alt-left. If you believe Nazis or the KKK or the white supremacy groups are good for our country, then you're probably alt-right and a Nazi and a racist asshole bigot. If you believe that both groups should be considered domestic terrorist groups, then you're probably a centrist, a libertarian, or a classical liberal, or just a plain old Republican. If you think it's okay to punch a Nazi and it's not okay for a Nazi to punch you back, then you're probably an alt-left. If you believe in limiting freedom of speech, then you're probably an alt-left. If you believe that freedom of speech should be protected, even hate speech, then you're probably a classical liberal, a libertarian, a centrist, or just a plain old Republican. If you love America and you don't want to see it turn into a third world country, then you're probably either a Republican, maybe even alt-right, a classical liberal, libertarian, or just a centrist. If you want to see the downfall and the burn of the destruction of America, then you're probably an alt-left or Antifa. If you believe in communist values, then you're probably not left. If you're constantly trying to change the definition of words like racism or sexism or homophobia or transphobia or rape, then you're probably an alt-left or just a third wave feminist. If you think definitions of words should just stay the same, like racism and basically the judgment and a hatred and a dislike and a bias towards someone just the basis on the color of their skin, that is what racism is, and that's what racism should always be, then you're probably a classical liberal, libertarian, a centrist, or maybe just a plain old Republican. If you believe that there shouldn't be no government whatsoever, then you're probably just an anarchist. If Decoded is one of your favorite shows and you love BuzzFeed, then you're probably alt-left. If you believe in censorship, then you're probably an alt-left. If you believe that people should be arrested for jokes that hurt your feelings, if you judge everything based on your feelings, then you're probably an alt-left. Okay, the alt-rights, they do that too. They do that too. If you believe in the genocide of any race, then you're probably a Nazi, a KKK member, or even the alt-right. Or you're a member of the alt-left or Antifa because they hate all white people. So genocide is genocide. If you think a man complimenting you on the way you look is a form of rape, then you're probably just a radical, crazy, blue-haired fucking feminist. If you believe that fathers are not important in a child's life or men are just not important, period, then you're probably an alt-left or a feminist. If you believe the importance of a two-parent home or just two individuals of the opposite sex raising a child in a loving home, you're probably a classical liberal, a libertarian, a centrist, or a Republican. If you were a fan of Hillary and you hope Trump fails, then you're probably an alt-lefter because he's the fucking president of the United States. He fails, we all fail. So you should be hoping that he actually succeeds. And I don't understand why anybody think Mike Pence is gonna be any better. If you're CNN, then you're probably an alt-lefter. If you're any mainstream media, then you're probably a fucking alt-lefter or an alt-righter, or you're fucking lying, or you're fucking fake news. I'm saying fucking a lot, and I'm probably not gonna get this video monetized. Fuck. This is just a short little fun video I wanted to throw together because the word alt-lefter has been floating around a lot, and I think it's fucking hilarious. Actually, I want more people to use it, and I wanted to get out there because if the alt-right has a negative connotation on it because of their extreme views, then the radical, the regressive left should have the alt-left label on them because of their own radical views. If you want to know my political standing, I'm a classical liberal or a libertarian centrist leaning to the left. Yeah, if that makes any sense. I definitely just believe that people just live and let live. Like, why do you care what people think? Why do you care what someone's ideology is? Why do you care what someone believes or who someone wants to have sex with or where somebody wants to, like, why do you care? I'm not an authoritarian. I hate anybody who feels like their way has to be God. Like, what they say has to be God and everyone should follow what they say. I am so against that, and I think a lot of very, very radical left are that way, and I think radical rights are the same. But I think right now the most of the damage is coming from the radical left, and that's why I focus on them so much more, because right now the alt-left, that's what's controlling our media, that's what's controlling our social media, our Google, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook. That's what's controlling a public utility that we use all the time. That's who are trying to censor us and take our freedom of speech away. The alt-left are the ones who are so strongly invested in identity politics, and so is the alt-right. But again, the alt-left is what is making the most damage right now because they are the ones who have the most power, the most influence. So they're trying to censor us. Identity politics is extremely dangerous because instead of judging people as individuals, you judge people by the masses, by their standing, what you think their standing is in society. And so they judge based on the color of your skin, your gender, your sex, or what's between your legs, instead of the contents of your character. And to me, that is fucking crazy. For anybody to think that is the okay way to go by life, it's fucking mind-blowing to me. It's like we want to resegregate ourselves and reseparate ourselves. As a black woman, for so many years, I felt like black people were trying to say, stop treating me like an other, but now it's like, treat me like an other. It's kind of backwards, and that's why people say the extreme left is regressive, because they're going backwards. Like, Martin Luther King stood there and said, judge people in the context of their character, and they're trying to take that away. They're going backwards. You might want to rethink where you stand. You might just be a classical liberal. If you really believe that people should be judged in the context of the character, that, you know, people should just live and let live, then there should be some basic social, like, welfare system from the government, but limits, you know, free healthcare, free education, stuff like that. But I feel like this is a part of me really wants to see this happen. I want to see the classical liberals and the libertarians and even the moderates or the centrists come together, and maybe even the classical Republicans come together and tell both the alt-right and the alt-left that you're on the fringes. You are out there and we're not with you because your ideology is not American and it sucks. So I just want us to all come together, even if we have, you know, slightly different ideas and beliefs, and we may not agree on everything that we believe in, but I think those groups need to come together and make it very clear that this radicalness on both sides is not welcome in this country. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed my video. If you agree or even if you disagree, please leave it in a comment section below. This is Speak Freely. That means speak your mind. This is a channel that supports free speech. So if you believe you're an alt-lefter and you think that's totally fine, go ahead, put in a comment section below. Or if you're an alt-righter or if you're fucking Nazi or whatever, I mean, I can't promise people are not going to attack you in the comment section. But if you actually agree with me and say that, look, I'm a classical liberal, I'm a libertarian, I'm a centrist, and this stuff, this radical stuff on both sides is really, like, it's doing my head in. And, you know, if you have any ideas on how to help or how to bring us together, how to, make a bridge of this divide and this separation, because again, any groups that want to divide this country even more, I really think it needs to constantly be put out that we denounce you. So if you agree with me, or if you don't agree with me, put in a comment in the comment section below. Enlighten me, educate me. Let's have a conversation, let's have a discussion. If you like this video, please like it and share it. If you want to continue to have these discussions and these debates on Speak Freely, please subscribe, and if you subscribe, hit that bell to get the notifications when I do upload. And also, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to monetize any of these videos, so if you oblige, you can you can donate at my PayPal. I don't know if I have a Patreon up yet, depending on when I upload this video. And I'm also going to be mirroring these videos on Minds and VidMe, so you can go over there and follow me if you like. And yeah, thank you, and until next time, peace.
You know this here is my shit.